welcome to another vlog, another one. I hope you're well. Welcome to this pull session. We're gonna get straight into it. So this was actually yesterday's session. So Monday the 31st, today is the 1st of February. And I can single-handedly say that the 31st of January was the worst session I've ever had in my whole entire life. And it was this session basically. The reason it was the worst session I've ever had is because on the second exercise in the RDL, I'm going to call them the RD Hells at the minute, I basically had an exertion headache on the second set. So actually not the set that I filmed, the second set after. And if you've ever experienced a exertion headache, you know that they fucking suck. So basically I had the exertion headache, and then pretty much the whole way throughout the kind of workout I just couldn't shift it. So I had to adapt, and I'll kind of show you what I did, but I had to adapt. And then I was pretty much laid up in bed for about 6 to 7 hours after this happened, but not great. But we moved. Not every session is going to be 100% optimal, but we just have to work around it. So yeah, I think, so what are exertion headaches? We'll go into that. We'll give some value to this vlog instead of just talking about the fact that I had an exertion headache. You probably don't care. But exertion headaches are mainly due to either lack of breathing, like as in just holding your breath the whole time, like stuff like hack squats can really flare that up. Also, things like dehydration. So if you go into a workout like you just haven't drunk anything all day, that could also kind of play a contributing role. It's normally the breathing thing. And then there's another reason, which is going to be like things like trapped nerves and stuff, which I think, or I theorize, when kind of like crossing off criteria, my breathing was fine. I think it's just from the RDL when you're in that position, my traps, I must have like done something here, because essentially, yeah, I had a massive like shooting pain, like kind of up here and up here. And then obviously like felt like King Kong was grabbing my head. So I don't think it was dehydration because I drink a shit ton. My breathing was fine, and I also filmed it on my phone as well. So like the second set, so I know my breathing was okay. It's just I think I just trapped a nerve somewhere, and I kind of it clarified it because as soon as I massage gunned my neck when I got home, it kind of, my headache freed off. And also I woke up this morning with severe trapped DOMs, so that kind of clarifies the point. However, yeah, we're kind of getting to like how to get rid of exertion headache. So if you get it like midway through the workout, I probably wouldn't do what I've just done and continue on the workout. You're probably gonna have to go home and just kind of rest. Just try and get rid of it the best way like possible. Just make sure you're drinking, go for like hot baths, relax and stuff. Yeah, again, don't be a dick and to try and train for it because it fucking sucked. So yeah, basically do that. But yeah, how to avoid it, and I really want everyone to take note in here, especially because if you have never had one, I don't want you to have one. So please take this advice. Please breathe properly. So when you're in the kind of the bottom of the squat, don't like hold your breath and then come up and hold your breath and come down and hold your breath, because you will have an exertion headache. And just make sure you're adequately hydrated, because again, like I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Like seriously, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It's disgusting. So yeah, but yeah, all I did with this session to not be a dick, well, I kind of trained like a dick basically. Just continued on, but I trained less of a dick because I did have my prescribed sets. I basically chopped my session volume in half and then basically just ran on the cables. So I was meant to do like a dumbbell one arm row. I was also meant to do like a lat pullover and stuff. I basically just sat on this kind of machine, the Cybex, and then basically yeah, and did some productive work, just working from all angles, but really nothing strenuous at all. At the moment, by the way, I'm really liking loaded stretches with things like this. Just as a little side note, almost like a drop set, but instead of it being a drop set, you actually load up, because we are seeing in the stretch position, we are having more hypertrophy. So I do like doing like the opposite effect in terms of like drop sets. I would actually do a normal set and then I'll actually load up and then go into the stretch position. You would also, if you've never done that before, you would also have absolutely savage DOMs when you do that. For things like lat raises as well, they're great. So it might be worth kind of trying that. Like essentially you just do a drop set, but instead of dropping it, you would increase the load. Or the other way around. Anyway, yeah. But basically, like biceps here, I could hardly stand up. You can see how white I am. Like, I was fucked. But yeah, no, I'm really glad that's over. But anyway, I was gonna say in the next video I'm doing a full day of eating, but the full day of eating one would have been before this. So I'm gonna record the full day of eating on the Wednesday, and that will be out next Wednesday. But this will be out next Sunday, which is for you guys today. Anyway, I think this is a message saying go and watch the previous video. Okay, well, please never have an exertion headache, and if you do, don't train for it.